Zexer here, and today I'm looking to test two different methods of salvaging post-buff to see if banking salvage can be worth it. Then we are going to clean 6K salvage that took around 14 hours to bank and try to get that elusive second dragon cannon barrel. This should be fun. What I'm not going to be testing is a double crewmate salvage method. I think that this is really only necessary if you are going to be AFKing like hardcore. Maybe if you're going to bed, that's a good time to do it, or if you have to drive to work in the morning, it's a good time to do a 30-minute AFK. You know, you'll pull in like 20k XP or something around there. But what I'm not going to be doing either in this test is moving. So if both of these boats go down, which realistically they shouldn't, I've been doing a lot of salvaging after the update, which is amazing, by the way. Having 4 out of 6 boats really keeps you up a lot of the time. It's really, really cool. It's really great. But I'm not going to be moving. I want this to be as AFK as possible, like a traditional skill. So when we do these two tests, I'm not going to be moving at all. So the first inventory took about 28 minutes, which was a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, which is really interesting. I mean, 240 of anything is a lot. So we'll see how this goes. The route is pretty simple. I'm going to Lunar Isle to bank. And the reason we're banking there is because, as you'll see in a minute, there's a beautiful spot where you can use your crewmates to bank everything in your cargo hold. So generally in a method like this, you'd have to bring all 240 salvage out of your rosewood hull. But if you bank at any place like Lunar or really anywhere that's like a true dock, not any like mooring points or stuff like that, but a true dock, these spots have a spot where you can go, hey, just bank my cargo, bro. And they go, okay. And they take all that stuff in, and it really saves a ton of time. It's the only reason that this salvage method is even viable. If you didn't have this, you wouldn't be able to bank salvage efficiently whatsoever. It wouldn't be worth it at all. But as I disembark here, you'll see we're going to bank the cargo, hit 1, go black, we'll bank the cargo. And I'm not even going to go to the bank here because it's not worth the time to go to the bank and bring this salvage back. We're just going to hop right back on our boat. We're going to start turning, start going, and we're going to go again. And yeah, it's that simple. That's the route. So we just hit the 15 minutes remaining mark, and I'm just going to quickly look in the cargo hold when I store stuff here. So yeah, it looks like with only 89 salvage in there, we're probably not going to make it to 2 full inventories in an hour, which is way lower than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to for sure be pushing 2 inventories an hour, but it may be 2.5 actually. But it's looking like right now, we're definitely not going to be pushing that. So I'll keep you updated. I'll let you guys know when the hour hits, and we'll see where we're sitting at. So part of what I wanted to test with this video was the difference between banking your salvage and cleaning your salvage on the boat. So you can see here, I just recently reset the tracker. I started a 1-hour timer, and I'm going to be hitting the crystal extractor as much as possible with both of these methods. I think we're going to find out from my current testing and my current feel that banking is a lot closer to salvaging on the boat than people think it is. And I think it's going to be a really nice thing for Iron Men to do, but the reason we're doing the test is got to figure out what the truth is. All right, we're going to pause the timer here. We're going to pull out the spot, and that is 1 hour, just around an hour. The XP gained and the XP per hour, by my timer, that was 1 hour. So we're going to do a quick little review on exactly how much we ended up with. So let me pause this actually really quick. Pause it. All right, so what we're looking like here is we ended up with 179 salvage on the second run. So if you multiply, or not multiply, if you add the 240 to the 179, 419 salvage in 1 hour. We ended up with right around 82k XP per hour, and I know the differences, but we ended up with 82k XP per hour, and that's really good. I think 82k XP per hour is really, really good. Yeah, but now we're going to test the meta strategy of salvaging and then clean the salvage on your boat. This is definitely going to be better XP per hour, but I'm going to do a comparison video, or comparison at the end of the video, where we find out really what the effective XP per hour of salvaging and banking versus salvaging and cleaning. So it'll be really fun. All right, so the second hour of salvaging has begun. We're going to be cleaning the salvage this time. Every time I hop off the salvage, I'm going to end up putting Cowboy Jenkins on it. And we're going to do that right when our cargo hold gets about full. It should take around 25 minutes. So as I said before, there is a chance of downtime with both of these methods that we're testing. So when you look at this, it's like there is times when the boats just aren't going to be up. They come up pretty quick though. Post update, I will say they come up very, very, very fast. The most downtime I had during the first hour was right around 3.5, 4 minutes. I did a quick little calculation. I found out I had 93% uptime post buff, which is unbelievable in my opinion. That's so crazy. 4 out of 6 shipwrecks up all the time leads to a crazy level of uptime. I mean, I was on the train today traveling and I was just on mobile and I felt like I had 0 downtime over 2 hours. It's crazy and it's awesome. It's one of my favorite gathering skills by far. All right, with this inventory, we're at about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna start cleaning the salvage. So what you're gonna wanna do here is you wanna put Kevin Boy Jenkins on the other hook, but he'll pick stuff up for you while you're cleaning. So sorting the salvage, we're going to be taking like a couple things out of it. We're going to be taking for sure the platinum tokens, for sure the coins, and if we get any dragon nails, we're going to take those too. This is one of my favorite methods in all of gathering in old school RuneScape. I love the fact that you can do the hook, fill up your cargo, and then when your cargo's full, you can effectively have other people be doing it at the same time while you're doing something else. It feels really, really good. And I really hope that they can find a way to implement something like this in other skills while you're commanding a crew. It just feels really, really good. Way better than a lot of other gathering skills. All right, we're hitting about the halfway point here, 30 minutes remaining. So I'm gonna have to hop back on the hook after this inventory and then we'll probably stop. I'm not gonna stop gathering salvage, but we're gonna have to like stop like probably 7 or 8 minutes before the hour ends to make sure that we can clean all the salvage by the time the hour's up. So yeah, here we go, back to the grind. All right, we're at about 9 minutes left. I think that's about how long it's gonna take to sort through this salvage. So I'm gonna hop back on the table here and we're gonna see how much XP we get. I'm assuming we're gonna end up at about around 110 to 111K. That's what it seems to be hovering around, but it might be a little bit more. It might be 115, 120. So this is our last inventory of salvage for the hour. And I have about 30 seconds left on the hour. So I'm just going to back this out here. Oh, let me put her on. Virginia, get on the helm. We're going to back this out here. We're going to finish sorting the salvage just so we get a more accurate look at what this hour looks like, because it's not going to go up or down more from this basic little stuff going on here. All right, they're done. We're done, and let's see what we ended up with here. So it's looking like we're right at about, let me pause it to get a little better view on it. So we are at about 119K, 120K an hour. That's really, really good. That's about 35K more an hour, 40K more an hour than what we were expecting. Well, not more than what we were expecting, but more than what we were getting just banking it. So that's really, really good. And yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think that banking this stuff is really good if you're an Ironman who needs red topaz, specifically red topaz. And I think that it's a valid reason to bank. And I think that cleaning salvage, which we will find out, is pretty decent XP per hour, even at a port. If you use a good port like Port Khazard or ports that are close to the salvage station in a bank, you're going to end up getting a decent XP rate. All right, now here's for the second part of the video, or the third, theoretically. But we've got 6K opulent salvage to clean. We're going to be hoping for a dragon cannon barrel, dragon nails, uncut red topaz. Obviously, these are all big things, but the dragon cannon barrel is the biggest. I'm going to have everything in this tab so we can see what the total loot is after I'm done cleaning. It should probably take me, I think 3 to 4 hours, so we better get to it. I'm realizing now that it's going to be really annoying to actually do this. So I'm probably just going to show you guys the loot tracker over here, and I'll pull that out onto the screen so you can see the loot as we're going. So I was actually making a massive mistake here, and as you can see, now before I was getting 95 XP drops per, but if you actually dock your boat at the port that you're cleaning at, it will give you the boosted XP from the Horizon's Focus, or Horizon's Lure, I mean, pool. So yeah, so I only used Let's see how much salvage I used, actually. I used 418 salvage at, I lost like 1k XP. Not the worst. So it's looking like if you pay attention here and you're like actively trying to do it as fast as you possibly can, you get around 174, 175k XP per hour. So that's pretty good. We'll find out at the end like how much like salvage you get per hour compared to how much you clean per hour to like find the effective XP rate. It's a whole lot of math that I'm not really that good at, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to chat GPT how to figure it out, and that is what we're going to do. You're going to see my XP rate go down a little bit probably because I'm going to be taking like pictures of stuff and editing, so it's not going to be perfect. So we just hit the 1k salvage mark, and it's actually looking pretty good. 72 red topaz, 163k, 129 platinum tokens. It's like really solid loot from this. We'll see at the end if it ends up being worth it once we calculate the actual effective XP per hour that we're getting here. And yeah, I mean, for an Iron Man, so far, this is looking worth it. We are just praying for that dragon cannon barrel. This method of banking all of your salvage seems to be a lot more AFK feely than cleaning all your salvage and dropping the bad items on your boat. It just, driving your boat back and forth isn't actually as bad as people think it is on like mobile or second monitor while working. But dropping a full inventory while working or on mobile can get really like aggressive and like really annoying and really like throttle your XP rates. So I think this is actually should be up for consideration of more AFK than the on boat salvaging method. We are just hitting about 2k salvage. We are 1/10 of the rate to the dragon cannon barrel. We need our second one. We want to spoon it because I don't want to be one of those people who goes 5x the rate of this and have to do 100,000 opulent salvage. I mean, I'm sure that they're going to reduce the drop rate of it. I'm not sure of that. Yeah, here's what we're looking at 2k. Looks pretty good. Nothing special though. We got a few more dragon nails, but we're waiting to see if we get this dragon cannon barrel. All right, so we just hit 3,000 and it's pretty much all the same jazz. I don't really need to keep updating you guys. You guys can kind of tell what is in this loot. I'll update you guys if I get the big one. Oh my gosh, we just got it. We just got the second cannon barrel. Oh my God. This is such a time save. This is such a time save. It's just before 99. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, it's below rate too. This is amazing. This is so perfect. I'm so happy. All right, I wanted to stop here for a second because I wanted to see when I got this dragon cannon barrel how much platinum tokens I've had, because this is my second one. And it's literally at a perfect time. I mean, I could not ask for it at a better time. But if you take 3,773, divide it by 0.14, you get 26,950. So I'm roughly 13,000 salvage cleaned below the rate of 2 barrels, which is amazing. This was the item I was really, really, really worried about. And going dry on this would have been a total nightmare. Okay, well, we have not gotten anything too incredible. This inventory will mark something that's very important. In about 3, 2, 1. That is 99 sailing and re-obtaining the max cape. Oh yeah, we are back, baby. Inventory will be at exactly 6k salvage. Let's just review what we got and we'll see if it's worth it. We'll check out what the XP per hour, like effective XP per hour is of banking and cleaning. Should be really exciting. I mean, from what I'm looking at, just gems alone, it seems like it's probably, in my opinion, going to be worth it. All right, now that we're done with cleaning, let's just take a look at this loot from the 6k salvage. I mean, really, we could see in the top left corner, I believe it is, a dragon cannon barrel. And as you can see, I made it for the end of this video. I mean, it's pretty sick. You don't see many irons with 2 dragon cannon barrels on their boat at 99. But realistically, everything that we got from here was pretty good. The red topaz is like actually awesome. I would recommend irons who need gems to bank, but that's the only reason you would bank, is if you need like red topaz, opals, and jades. There's no real other reason to bank it. You can keep the cannonballs anyway. If you care about the ironwood repair kits, I guess, You keep the money anyway. You can keep the seeds and the herbs with a seed pack or seed box and herb pack pouch. So regardless of what you do, you can keep most of this stuff, and it's probably worth it to only bank if you want the gems. We looked at the loot. Let's take a look at the numbers. From collecting and banking salvage, we earned 82k XP per hour. Cleaning that salvage on Port Khazar dock nets you 175k XP per hour. To find out what the effective XP per hour is, we're going to have to do a little bit of math. We collected 419 salvage in 1 hour, which means it took 14.3 hours to collect 6,000 salvage. We multiply 14.3 by 82k to get 1,172,600 XP earned in those 14.3 hours. We cleaned 1,800 salvage per hour at Port Khazar, which means it took 3.33 hours to clean all 6k salvage. We multiply 3.33 by 175k to get 582,750 XP earned in those 3.33 hours. Now we add up the total XP earned, which is 1,755,350, and divide it by the total hours of 17.63 to get an XP per hour equal to 99.5. So from this 1 hour long test, we learned that it's only 20k less XP per hour than cleaning the salvage on your boat to bank the salvage. That seems pretty good to me for the gems that you get, but if you don't need them, I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, whether or not banking is worth it, it's going to be up to you. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and peace out.